Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is VikingSizeGamer, and today we have more WWE 2K19 news and rumours. Now, of course, I want you to like and subscribe for this video for more WWE 2K19 news and rumours. As they do come out, we're going to be covering this as much as possible in the coming months because we are on the road to getting the screenshots, getting the entrances, getting the roster reveal. August this month is going to be a very busy month for everyone, and you guys should be getting excited for this time of the month because this is when we actually get some decent reveals. And I don't know about you, but I am personally quite excited to see what this year has in store and what improvements they've actually made to the game, because we all know that last year was quite buggy. It did have its ups and downs. Last year brought us a new graphics engine which was just beautiful. It was a massive undertaking by the WWE 2K guys over at Visual Concepts with Ukes. But the thing is that the engine itself is, while that's beautiful, it's the actual gameplay engine which is where it's failing. Now, of course, this engine is pretty much brand new, and a lot of people out there are thinking to themselves, man, THQ made a better game. I'm telling you right now, THQ made a game that they had developed over years and years and years on the PlayStation 3. Now, if you know anything about software and games consoles, you'll know that the architecture of the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 are vastly different. You can't just turn around and make a game on a PlayStation 3 and then just chuck it on a PlayStation 4. It doesn't work like that. They have to rebuild things from the ground up. Anything that they take from the PlayStation 3 version of anything, any assets, any sort of game modes, anything like that, has to be looked at, checked, rewritten for the code for the PlayStation 4 and then ported over. It is not a straightforward process, and this applies for all the consoles. They still have to update all of the code so everything actually works, and that's why it takes so long to put anything over. Why do you think they had the match creator on the PlayStation 3 but they didn't have it on the PlayStation 4 on one of the older releases? This is the reason why, because they haven't written the code yet, and that's why it was applied to the PlayStation and the Xbox One when 2K18 came out, and that's why everybody was so happy with that, because they had to concentrate on moving that piece of code over in order to get that in the game. But the great news is that this year they hopefully will have moved more stuff over, including matches that we love from old versions of the game, such as I Quit and ambulance matches, casket matches. We may see the return of these this year. So before we do anything else, I just want to say thank you all for supporting this channel. It's been absolutely amazing so far. Let's carry it on and jump straight into these rumours. So, King Mo was asked, how will VC work this year in WWE 2K19? Will all the legends, arenas and championships be already unlocked on disc and use the VC only for loot packs and my player boosts? Now, King Mo has replied saying that the game items will not be pre-unlocked by default. The current build is using a purchasable unlocking system similar to the one used in the previous game at the moment. So, realistically, we're not going to get anything any different from what we have currently. That's basically what they're saying. We aren't going to get anything that's going to be truly groundbreaking. You're not going to get anything that's going to be any different when it comes to the VC and how it works pretty much every year, which is fine. When you think about it, that's what we get every year. You can't be expected to think that they're going to change how they unlock the VC, how much they're going to make you grind in the game, how much they're going to make you earn that VC. But the good news is that more than likely you are going to be earning it the exact same way as you were in WWE 2K18, 17, 16, all the way going backwards. You will be earning VC and unlocking your legends that way as per usual. Now, of course, if you get in the deluxe edition, you're more than likely you're going to get some extra VC when you purchase that, and obviously you are, but that's a whole other entire thing. You know, this is going to be for your my player if you want to put it in there. This is going to be for the unlocking stuff. It depends on how well you want to use it, but either way, if as long as you play the game, you're going to be earning credits anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. This is just the way the game works. Let's move on to the next rumour. Now, somebody else has asked, King, I always ask you, but anything on Bianca Belair being in WWE 2K19 this year? King Mo has said yes. but this is outdated and is likely updated by now because she was scanned and had a ponytail hair type developed, and a tire date was initially listed as 9/14/17 at first. So we are more than likely going to see Bianca Belair in WWE 2K19 on the NXT roster. She of course was a Mae Young Classic competitor and has been doing very well in NXT since. So a lot of people out there are a massive fan of Bianca Belair, and I am very happy that she is more than likely going to be in WWE 2K19 this year, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well. She is somebody that a lot of people have been requesting, so there you go. This is good news for all you Bianca Belair fans out there. Have fun with this one. Let's jump into the next rumour. Now, of course, it says in here that thanks. Do you know if there will be less loading time this year? What the loading screen looks like this year as well? Is it still just the WWE logo? There's too much of one loading screen in my career. Now, King Mo has come back saying that the main loading screen in the current build is listed as the WWE logo again, but with a new red stage curtain backdrop at the moment, and that was sent a video off screen of the game that quickly showed it at the end. He'll ask if you can screen that part and post it there on his Twitter account, which would be quite the steal if he does actually put that one up. It'll be interesting to see if this one turns out to be true or whether that one is actually false on there. This is obviously, as I said, these are all just rumours until they are completely factual and they do come out in the game. Now, of course, if this is in the final build, then nobody could question him, and it's just one of those things. It's not actually King Mo that leaks these things. It's another account called Erudite, so he gets to ask questions, and if Erudite comes back, then he gets to answer them, the ones that he's asked at least anyway. So we'll go from there, and that seems to be pretty cool, because if there's an update for this, it's quite nice to see that they're going something different this year, and maybe because they're doing the whole Never Say Never and the Ric Flair journey, everything like that, maybe they're going a little bit more, I don't know, retro. It'd be nice to see what they do with it anyway. Maybe it's for a different kind of mode or something. We'll have to see. It'd be interesting to see what they do with it. Let's jump into the next rumour. Somebody's come up and said, modern day Chris Jericho on disc or just the retro? King Mo has actually answered saying that he sees an unnumbered Chris Jericho above the retro one on the roster list. So yes, normal Jericho will be included on disc 2. So the way you've got to think of this is that Chris Jericho hasn't made a WWE Raw appearance since Raw 25, and that's a long time. Obviously he was at the Greatest Royal Rumble, but that was in Saudi Arabia, so likely 2K wouldn't have had a presence there for them to scan him at that point. It would have been scanning him at Raw 25, but the great news is that at that point he would have been updated to what he looks like now with his hair and his outfit and the way that he looks. It would have been roughly the same as that. So this is obviously a good thing, because the hair update for Jericho, it needs to be in the game. It needs to be as up to date as possible. The last thing we want is a port of Jericho from last year when he doesn't look like anything like that now. So I would welcome an updated Chris Jericho on the roster this year, and hopefully they would have got him at Raw 25. I'm hoping that's the case anyway, because Raw 25 was a perfect time to get so many legends that were in the game back in the day. You could have got X-Pac, you could have got everybody, New Age Outlaws and all sorts of people who had appeared on that 25th anniversary show. It was a perfect place to do it. So hopefully, not only we get Chris Jericho that's completely updated, we'll get a lot of legends in the game this year as well that have been missing for a long time. Let's see how that pans out, and let's move on to the next rumour and the last one for this show. Okay, so this is something that everybody has been wanting for a little while now. Confirmation on whether the Women's Royal Rumble will be in WWE 2K19, and King Mo has said that he doesn't see enough info to fully confirm it yet, but the commentary audio is being recorded for it, and there's enough women listed on the roster for it, so it's likely chance. Which means we should be getting close to 30 women on the roster this year, which means we're going to have a lot of female legends current superstars, it's gotta be enough to at least fill a Women's Royal Rumble, which is fantastic news. I would love to see you in the comments down below list 30 women that could make it in WWE 2K19 and flesh it out enough that we do get a full Women's Royal Rumble this year in the game. I would be absolutely elated to see it because everybody has been fighting for this. Everybody's wanting to see a female Royal Rumble match, along with the mixed match challenge match, along with intergender matches. There are so many different types of matches that people want in the WWE games now, and with the women's evolution being a massive movement at the moment, it just makes sense. It just makes sense for everybody involved to have this happen in the game this year. And let's face it, it shouldn't take too much to really do it, and the fact that they've recorded the audio for it in the commentary is a pretty certain way of guaranteeing that it's going to be in the game this year. I would hope at least anyway, because obviously last year there was audio commentary recorded for several different match types that wasn't included in WWE 2K19 last year, but that doesn't mean they won't make it in this year. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe they've recorded all these audio files in advance for what could be coming out this year maybe. We'll have to see. But right now, this is incredibly good news for the Women's Royal Rumble making it into the game this year, and I am absolutely stoked to see this happen. And I'm sure you guys are too. Please comment down below and tell me who you think the 30 superstars in the Women's Royal Rumble could be, because that's going to be a long list for this year of WWE 2K19, and I'll be super happy to see it. Apart from that, my name has been VikingSizeGamer, and you have been watching the VikingSizeGamer YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more WWE 2K19 news and rumours, and I will catch you in the next video.
Pre-order the deluxe edition and play 4 days early.